Hello and welcome back to Tales of Lumin. Today we're talking about E3 again. We're going to talk about day 1 of E3, which is technically the second day, which was not today, it was actually yesterday. I don't know why I make it so complicated. The reason I don't upload these videos on the day of is because the uploads themselves take some time, and if I had to stay awake until all the E3 festivities are done, then I'd probably be awake till like 5 AM our time, so that wasn't possible. It just wasn't, regrettably. Now, the only big conference on day 1, which is technically the second day of E3, I think it's the first day that the general public get allowed in to actually play and experience everything. But the only big conference was Nintendo, which was a Nintendo Direct. It's usually how they do things. And there was some cool stuff shown off. Definitely. I'm going to give you my highlights of the technically second day of E3. Let you know what I think. And I'd love to once again just hear back from you guys. I've also included a couple of extras closer to the end of some things that I missed from the first day. And some slightly smaller things from the second day that I suppose would be worth mention. But number one highlight from this day, from Nintendo's stream and all that, Legend of Zelda Wii U. I don't know if that's going to be the final name for this product, but man, does it look cool. So the bit that they showed off made it look like a open world game, kind of like Zelda meets Skyrim. I don't know, but it looked really, really, really good. And the trailer that they showed off also ran at a super silky smooth 60 FPS, I can tell, okay? It looked really, really nice, and I just thought that, I mean, they didn't show off very much, there wasn't real gameplay or anything like that, it was more of a teaser, but I just thought that that was the kind of world that I'd definitely be able to get into. It was colorful, it was vibrant, it was fun looking, and it was definitely Zelda, okay? I'm not a huge Zelda player myself. I haven't finished a single Zelda game in my time as a gamer, which is disgraceful. And I'm gonna rectify that at some point when the 3DS version of, is it Ocarina of Time, goes on special one day. I'm gonna buy that, I'm gonna play it. I just haven't bought it and played it yet because it's super expensive here in South Africa. Most of the Nintendo products are, which is saddening, but anyway. The trailer looked great. I'm definitely linking that for you guys below. And a lot of people are actually saying that they think that they might mix things up and make that your protagonist, your main character, is a female, but that wouldn't really make sense. I don't know. They can't just change everything. They can't make Link a girl and leave Zelda a girl. I don't know. I don't know. But it looked good. It looked incredibly good. The trailer got me all excited, and you know what? Wii U is, it's an attractive console to me at the moment, just because of how fun it looks. And I suppose that's just what Nintendo go for with their consoles, the fun factor. Things like Super Mario World, I think it's called Super Mario World 8 or something, the new one for Wii U, Mario Kart, Zelda Wind Waker, the remake, and a whole bunch of other stuff. That just looks like a ton of fun. Oh, I'd love to play that one day. I seriously would. But, moving on. Done with that now. Destiny, there was a new trailer, new screenshots, gameplay, stuff like that. It was actually meant to be a cinematic trailer, but they showed off a bunch of in-game assets as well. And they had Peter Dinklage narrating some of it. Very cool. Destiny's looking great. The world, the story, the lore, everything about that just does it for me. You know, the fact that it's a first-person shooter, the fact that you can play online with a whole bunch of people, not quite as important. It's the rest of it that's important to me. The fact that the characters look so cool, that the world itself seems to have such a rich backstory. All of that just makes me want to play this game. I also saw that they announced a glacial white PlayStation 4 Destiny package, which, you know, if the time comes and I can afford to pick up a PlayStation 4 and Destiny's already out and all that, would be the package that I would consider. It looks great. Okay, and Destiny looking really good. I'll put that trailer below as well. Those are the only two that I'm going to link, just because they're the biggest and most important ones. The ones that you should probably have a look at. Destiny's looking good. Tell me what you think about it. I don't know if it was actually shown off during the first day of E3, but I only saw the trailer today. Kind of excited about it. Then, on the 3DS, Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. They were once again shown off a little bit, teased a little bit. I'm obviously keen for those. I didn't get to play Pokemon X and Y, but I did play Black and White. And again, I'm just a huge fan of the Pokemon series in general. And they look like they're doing something special with this. Everyone's saying that these are the ones that they've been waiting for. I don't know. Again, not the biggest professional Pokemon player ever, so I don't know much about it, but it does excite me. It does. Fantasy Life. Another game that was announced for the 3DS. This is kind of strange. I don't even know. It's like Animal Crossing meets Zelda meets Final Fantasy. It's very strange looking. It's like you've got the menial tasks that you love doing in games like Animal Crossing. Then it's got this Final Fantasy look to it where the story's concerned, and then the combat looks more like Zelda. I don't know if I nailed it with that, but that's what it looked like to me in the trailer, and it does look like the kind of game that I would definitely enjoy because it gives you a bit of everything. Looks good. So check that out as well if you haven't already. Then, something that was just weird to me was Final Fantasy VII G-Bike. I don't know what they were thinking. It's basically for mobile, and it is that minigame from Final Fantasy VII where you riding Cloud's bike and you gotta like dodge stuff and whatever. It's basically a Final Fantasy Infinite runner. That's what it looks like. And you know, people flamed it and people shouted at it and people said, what the heck have you done to our beloved series? But regardless of all of that, it looks okay. I would play a Final Fantasy Infinite runner. I'm not a big fan of Temple Run or Jetpack Joyride or whatever the other things are. This one looks cool. So it depends on how good or bad they make it, I guess, but it looks kind of okay. Then, a couple of slightly smaller ones. Zelda Hyrule Warriors was shown off. That just looks fun again, you know? Lots of baddies smashing, thousands of enemies coming at you at the same time. It just looks like fun. That's it. If it's got co-op, then, well, big thumbs up from me. Doom was shown off in trailer form, but it was not shown off really. It was just a tease. I don't know if that was even really in-game or anything, but it's a thing. The new Doom is coming. We didn't see much of it, but I'm still kind of keen to see what they do with it. Because obviously Doom 3 wasn't that big a hit. Anyway. Alien Isolation. Trailer that they showed off was kind of scary. Interesting to me though. I hope that this is going to be the next good Alien game. That's all I'm going to say about it. I watched a trailer of The Order 1886 after a lot of you guys told me, gotta check it out. It looks nice. Looks like it could be a lot of fun. I'm very confused about the cinematic into gameplay nature that they got going there. Is that just for display purposes, or is that how the game is going to be played? If it's the latter, not sure I like it. I don't know. But Order 1886 does look and sound like it could potentially be a pretty big contender. Little Big Planet 3 was shown off in a trailer. It looks like Little Big Planet 2. Little Big Planet 1. But better. More. Much, much more. New characters. Probably the same engine, just sort of been tightened up a bit for the new consoles. But that's always fun. We played Little Big Planet. It's good. It's really good. And there's obviously a lot of community involved there as well, creating things and stuff. Then I saw a trailer for Lords of the Fallen, which looked like Dark Souls. a much better looking version of Dark Souls. People were once again in the video comment section complaining that they're ripping Dark Souls off. Yakety yak. I don't care. You know, if it's a really good game, if it plays better than Dark Souls, if, I don't know, there's a better story involved, if it's in any way better than Dark Souls, then there's nothing to really complain about, because the fans of Dark Souls should get a kick out of it. But it looked good. It looked really good. They did, however, try and sell it as a Dark Souls-y kind of game, which may or may not work in their favor. I don't know. Ratchet & Clank movie. I just had to mention that here. It's like not really gaming related for the most part. It's just a movie trailer. But I don't know. I'm interested. I like the Ratchet & Clank series, and the movie just looks like a lot of fun. So I saw that. And finally, a new trailer, or another trailer for No Man's Sky was released. I shouldn't even be talking about No Man's Sky again, because I gushed about it all video long yesterday. But No Man's Sky Infinite Worlds trailer was released. It's just more of the same. They just show off more of this amazing looking game. So that's also worth having a look at. You know what? I'll put that below too, just because. So that gives you a whopping 3 videos to look at. It's good. E3 is always entertaining. I wasn't watching it live. I kind of just went to a couple of news sites, had a look at some of the stuff a day later, but it's still exciting to me. They also gave a couple of release dates for a few of these games, but nothing huge. And that's it. I don't know if I'm going to do a video again tomorrow, because I don't know if they're going to release or reveal anything huge, but if they do, I'll be talking to you. Okay? I will. I might have a different video planned for tomorrow. We'll see. You'll see. So check back here for that. Give it a like, share it, and do all that other good stuff. Most importantly, though, happy E3 2014. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Hope you let me know what you think of all the stuff I spoke about. And again, just give me your highlight of the show, I guess. So far, No Man's Sky, The New Legend of Zelda. Those two are probably tops. Although we haven't seen or been told much about them, they're tops. Happy that.